This is an unboxing of the iPhone 14 to find out what comes included in the box. And it's a pretty thin box, as you can see, so I don't think there's going to be too much in here. Well, you're immediately greeted with the iPhone 14 itself, and this is the first year Apple has gone all cardboard and no plastic in the packaging. Very cool to see that, and there's even a recycle icon down there to make sure you remember to recycle your iPhone box. And right before we dive into the iPhone 14 itself, I want to take 30 seconds to thank this video sponsor, Navi. Navi is a free online tool that makes it easy to compare the best deals on new phones. Simply enter your current carrier and phone, and Navi shows you popular upgrades for your current device. Select the phone you want, and Navi immediately shows you the best deals from both your current carrier as well as competing offers if you were to switch carriers. Simply select the deal you're interested in, and Navi gives you an amazing deal summary page. Seriously, I love this. Navi shows you exactly how this deal works, and it tells you the fine print. So don't miss getting a great deal on your new iPhone 14. Sign up for Navi today for free at the link in the video description. And with that said, let's dive in here. There are two pull tabs on the back, so I'm just gonna pull on those. And inside the box, you are greeted with the iPhone 14 itself. This is in the Starlight color. It kind of has sort of champagne rails. I actually really like it. Let's set the iPhone 14 off to the side for now and see what else we get in the box. It looks like you get a 1 meter Lightning to USB Type-C charging connector. I would say this is for charging and syncing your iPhone, but no one syncs iPhones anymore. And I think the max transfer speed you can get with this thing is just USB 2.0 speeds. Not great. Really would love to see iPhone 15 get USB Type-C. Actually would have loved to see iPhone 14 get it, but here we are. Up top, you have some paperwork and information. You no longer get a SIM eject tool because the iPhone 14 is eSIM only. This has caused some problems, but I do have video tutorials that you can check out linked in the video description on exactly how to migrate from your old phone to your new phone on iPhone 14. And that's it. That is everything that's included in the box. Let's get this box out of the way and take a closer look at the iPhone 14 itself. Let's go ahead and peel this off. Whew. And this is it. This is the iPhone 14. Again, in that Starlight color. I would describe it as, I think, an off-white or a soft white back. Maybe just like touch off-white. Again, the aluminum rails are sort of this nice champagne color. You can see all the way around the device. Let's do a quick tour of the hardware of the phone and then set it up, and I can show you some of the cool new features. The back is glass. This is a glossy glass, unlike the Pro models, which has a matte finish. The front is still going to be what Apple is calling their ceramic shield, the toughest glass ever in a smartphone. I personally find that it tends to scratch pretty easily, but it is a little bit more resilient to drops and impacts. So if you drop your phone, it's a little bit less likely to shatter. I would still recommend you consider a screen protector for your new iPhone. The rails of this device are anodized aluminum, again in that champagne color. On the right-hand side, you can see you have a cutout for the millimeter wave 5G antennas, which are primarily going to use on Verizon. AT&T and T-Mobile do have millimeter wave, but in very few locations. You have your power button. On the top, we have nothing. On the left, you have your volume up and down, as well as the mute ringer switch. And on the bottom, you have your Lightning connector. Really wish this was USB Type-C. Notably missing on the left-hand side of the device is the SIM tray, or even the right-hand side. Apple kind of has moved it around, but yeah, there's no SIM tray on this phone. It is eSIM only. All right, let's go ahead and set this up, and I'll show you what's new. Okay, the iPhone 14 is set up. Let's talk about some of the new features here. And honestly, the big new thing is with the camera. So the iPhone 14 has the same main camera lens and sensor as was on the iPhone 13 Pro, which was a phenomenal camera, and it has the same wide angle camera as last year. Now, the front-facing camera, which is still in that notch, there it is all the way on the left, that got improvements as well. It's a new sensor. It has autofocus now, which is really great for taking in-focus selfies in a variety of situations and circumstances. And of course, you still have that notch. This includes the Face ID array, the 3D dot projector, and everything that's involved with the face unlock system on iPhone. Those are the new cameras. A couple of improvements to the cameras are actually powered by the processor, the A15 Bionic. So yes, iPhone 14 has A15 Bionic, same as last year, but I believe it has one extra GPU core. Either way, the new camera features are 2 times better low light performance with both the front-facing selfie camera there, as well as the ultra-wide camera. And the main camera, the one that's the same as the iPhone 13 Pro, actually gets 2.5 times better low light performance. There are also 2 new modes in the camera app itself. The cinematic mode, which was here last year and adds sort of a blurry background on your subject, has now been updated to record at up to 4K resolution at 30 frames per second. Previously, it was limited to just 1080p. And again, this is giving you that cinematic background blur on all of your video. There is also a new action mode, which you can enable by tapping this button right there. And this is going to record at up to 2.8K resolution and give you super smooth video. Now, I believe this is cropping in on the image coming out of that ultra wide angle camera, so it's not going to be as high quality. It might have some extra noise and perform a little bit worse in low light situations, but for a bright outdoor environment, if you're running around chasing your pet or your child or doing whatever, it should give you some ultra smooth video that'll look really, really nice. So those are the main camera improvements. And honestly, those are the big changes with iPhone 14. The display is your same 6.1-inch panel. It supports HDR with True Tone, so it'll adapt the color of the display based on the color temperature of your surrounding environment. It has a peak brightness of 1,200 nits when you're watching HDR content, and when you're normally using the device, the max brightness is 800 nits. It has a resolution of 2532 by 1170. The iPhone 14 is also IP68 splash water and dust resistant, so it should hold up just fine if you use it outside during a rainstorm or anything like that. And it'll survive your light splashes. I think some people have even gone swimming with it. I maybe wouldn't test my luck and go that far, but it is well built, well engineered. And in terms of that connectivity, it supports Wi-Fi 6, which is great to see. And again, it has great 5G band support for all of the carriers, Bluetooth 5.3, and you can actually store up to 8 eSIM profiles on the iPhone 14. So there you go. That's been a quick unboxing and a look at what comes included. Honestly, not a whole lot. You just get the phone and your charging cable, and that's it. iPhone 14 does support up to 30-watt quick charging, where you can gain up to 50% battery in half an hour, but you need to purchase your charger separately. That's it for this video. Click the like button if you found it helpful, and consider subscribing for more videos like this one. Peace.